Daniel, welcome to Tech Trends.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Do share with us your opinion of the digital landscape today.
Years back, digital was not like this. A lot of people were actually just doing the normal traditional marketing. But now, it's different. So many businesses are seeking how to actually just, get to know how to use digital marketing, social media, email marketing, to enhance, their business, create engagement online through the social platforms. Because most people right now, are all mobile users, Android phones and all that. If a person wakes up in the morning right now, the first thing he checks is his mobile phone, wants to know whether there's an email, wants to know whether there's a message comes in from the WhatsApp. So, right now, businesses are actually seeking to engage with consumers online, and that's one huge thing, that I think is actually, that's happening right now, especially in Africa. It's growing, by the day. It's growing by the day. A lot of sign up on emails, a lot of sign up. You can't even use an Android phone without having an email address.
Usually, businesses complain about return on investment. What's your opinion on that?
For me, I don't think it's complex. Let me, and I'll explain that. Digital marketing is one of the best places where you can actually monitor, and get the analysis of whatever you're doing online. For example, on your website, you can know the number of clicks. You'll be able to measure. However, I think what the issue is we have so many quack digital marketers, so to say. A lot of people come up and they call themselves digital marketers, where they can actually give, clients the revenue that they desire. So it's a big issue when they are called upon to, give them the results of whatever the clients, so to say, have actually invested. So that's where people actually have issues with, the return on investment. But if you're actually working with a real agency, I believe that it's easy for you to actually measure whatever your return is.
Affordability is a challenge because a lot of them cannot afford to hire an agency.
Oh, well, you're right about that. We try as much as possible in our agency. We try as much as possible to make sure that we bring down the, for SMEs, so to say, we try to bring down the cost, because as much as social media, digital marketing is very effective, I have to say it's not cheap. But we tell people cut your is it your clothes according to your size right now? So it's like that.
Digital platforms have become sort of profit-oriented today. Before now, you can easily get your posts to go very far. But today, you need to boost that post or place some sort of advert. How do you think businesses can get around this new development?
Strategy is a major thing. A lot of people want to do this themselves. So when people come to us and they tell us that they want to do digital marketing, most of them must have actually got their hands burnt, from trying to do it themselves. And this is a major issue. One thing that is lacking is strategy. A lot of people don't understand how to actually embed storytelling, content marketing into whatever they are doing. It's not just about boosting on Facebook. It's not just about making the noise on Facebook. It's about having how to actually connect with the consumers, and that is the major thing that that most people don't understand. You can't compare yourself. I might be a designer, I might meet a fashion designer, so to say, and I see what he's doing. That doesn't mean that because I have seen what he's doing, that doesn't mean I can actually do it like him. This is what he does every day. So you need to actually consult with someone who, knows the best way to do these things to make sure you get the best results, from it. So understanding strategy, understanding content development, understanding the basics, of all this, and matters a lot when it comes to, getting better results, especially for SMEs online.
From what you said, there seems to be a digital value chain. Can you throw more light on this?
A lot of people believe that because they have a social media page or they have an Instagram account, they just making a post can actually make an effect. It doesn't work like that. Especially there's some particular pages like LinkedIn, for a lot of people believes that LinkedIn is a platform where you get jobs. LinkedIn is not a platform. LinkedIn, I think, for me, is the best social media platform existing, so to say. But there are techniques that you actually need to learn. Training is a major thing, and going through this is what most people don't really follow. You understand? So I think training is actually something vital people need to bring into them. You need to learn Facebook for business. You need to learn LinkedIn for business. You need to understand how to do your Google Analytics. You need to understand how to run what's it called? Understanding your Facebook insights, understanding your LinkedIn insight, Facebook EdgeRank. A lot of things are actually embedded into this thing. Digital marketing is beyond, or social media marketing is beyond is beyond just posting and just making things happen because you feel you can make it happen online.
Would you truly say that everyday Nigerians are really benefiting from social media, or is it just the popular ones, the superstars, the entertainers that are benefiting from it the most?
It depends on who you are relating with. There are a lot of small businesses that are actually doing very well that are not known, but they are doing very well when it comes to social media marketing. For example, there's a new client we're working with, and is into real estate. It's a young guy. And he says, okay, he's going to put everything, whatever it is, and whichever we can support, let's see what we can do. It's just a fresh graduate, and he started, and he's doing very well now, with what's doing. He focuses on email marketing, and he's maximizing, with the little. However, it's growing, and as much as it's growing, the budget he also tries to grow the project he has for the online marketing as well. So a lot of people are actually really doing very well. However, one thing I've noticed about Nigerians is we like to do it ourselves. We like to try. We like to see, no, I can do it. Now, maybe it's Facebook. I can make Facebook happen.
Funding might be a bit of a challenge.
Funding? Well, funding is always a challenge when it comes to business. I have to be real. Funding is always a challenge. But the thing is that if you don't you have to pay to learn. That's the thing, people go for internship for a particular reason. Knowledge is expensive, knowledge is power, knowledge is freedom. By the time you try to do it yourself, at the end of the day, you get your hands burnt, and now you still have to pay at the end of the day. So why not just try at the first time?
So Daniel, this is a personal one. Why did you decide to become a digital media strategist?
My 100 level, I was working in a cyber cafe, and while I was there, I discovered that the marketing system was just going to change. I noticed that what I was being taught in school wasn't what was happening in the real world. Yahoo was the main thing then. We had no Gmail then. Yahoo was the main thing, and it was. I read a lot. I read a lot. Reading. So I discovered that online marketing was the future. Engagement, storytelling. It's actually the thing that's going to come up. Things were changing, things were evolving. So I easily just said, okay, let me go into digital marketing. Let me see what the digital entails. And I started doing it gradually, started learning on YouTube. YouTube was my university, actually. So I learned a lot from YouTube, and I got to where I am today.
Finally, Daniel, what does digital hold for you in 5 years, and how do you think digital will turn out in 5 years?
People say digital is the future. I tell them it's no more the future. Digital is happening already, it's now. And for me, I think I'm going to live here. I don't think I'm going to move out of this place. I was just watching the TV this morning, and I saw the next Olympic. Already they are going to be making use of facial recognition gadgets for it, so they won't be needing for thumbprints and all that anymore. That's how to see how far digital is actually going. And we're also planning big things, that call the Lagos Digital Marketing Training Summit, and we're trying to see how we can gather Africa to come into a place, to all learn digital, bringing the big gigs of Africans, together, So digital marketing, yes, in the next 5 years is going to be the main thing. Trust me, it's going to, if not the only thing, for me. So I think yes, it has come to stay. It's not a fad. It has come to stay, and some of the future is happening already.
Thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you so much. Fred, it's nice. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I have been chatting with Daniel Malik, convener, Lagos Digital Media Summit. He believes that digital media platforms are here to stay and urges small businesses to leverage on these platforms as much as possible. But the biggest question is, what would it take to ensure that digital media platforms do more for a country like Nigeria? Also, what stops us from having our own homegrown platforms that we can sell to the world? Food for thought. That's our show for today. But the conversation continues online. Please follow us on social media. And don't forget you can watch these and previous editions of the show on the channel's TV YouTube account or via my blog cfatech.ng. For Tech Trends, I'm Chukwemeka Agbata.